So students, we are going to now start with accounting equation. In accounting equation, we have asset is equal to liability plus capital. And one more formula, asset is equal to liability plus capital added with revenue subtracted with expenses. Revenue is added because we will be studying about accounting equation. First of all, definition. It is the basis of double entry system of bookkeeping. It shows the relation between capital, liabilities and assets. Now we should know the formula of accounting equation, which is asset is equal to debit. Asset, which is debit, is equal to capital plus liability, which are credit. Why debit and credit is written? It is because our transactions have double aspect. One aspect is called the debit aspect, one is the credit aspect. We all know that debit must be equal to credit in the transactions. That is why asset being debit aspect is always equal to the credit aspect, which is capital plus liability. One more formula is there which states that asset is equal to capital plus revenue minus expense plus liability. Actually, the revenue and expense we record with capital. Why do we record this with capital? Because revenue increases the liability of the business towards the owner, and as revenue is increasing the liability of the company towards the owner, we states revenue with the capital, and expenses reduces the liability. That's why expenses are subtracted. Let's see more now the different types of assets and liabilities. The different types of assets and liabilities are बंद हो गया है
पापा जैसे मम्मी बोल रहे मैथ करने हाँ तो हो गया सुबह से तो 1.5 घंटा पढ़ लिया मैं और कितना पढ़ेगा हैंग क्यों हो गया
हैंग हो जा रहा है क्यों
पापा स्पेस
First of all, we have to understand what is accounting equation. Accounting equation, it is the basis of double entry system of bookkeeping. It shows the relationship between capital, liability and asset. Simple formulas are given. Asset is equal to capital plus liability, and again one more formula, asset is equal to capital plus revenue minus expense plus liability. Now I have to say you why asset is written over here as debit and capital and liability together credit. Because asset is having a debit balance, that's why debit, and capital and liabilities are having credit balance, that's why credit. That means our one side is debit part and the other part is the liability, and capital is the credit part. We all know that our transactions are having two aspects. One aspect is the debit aspect, one aspect is the credit aspect. So as our transactions have two aspects and all the time these two aspects are equal, that's why asset is also equal to capital plus liability. Moreover, in the transaction not only asset, capital and liability is involved, but also revenue and expenses. Revenue is the part of capital, is the same as capital. We will be adding it because revenue is the liability of the business towards the owner. Whatever the business is earning, that they need to refund it to the owner. That's why revenue is added, and expenses reduces the liability. That's why expenses is subtracted. So we boil out to be the formula as asset is equal to capital plus revenue minus expense plus liability. That means with capital we will adjust revenue and expenses. We will add revenue and we will subtract expenses. Let's see what are the different types. The list of different assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses is prepared for you, dear students. One is cash, which is an asset, bank is an asset, furniture is an asset, plant is an asset, machinery, accrued income, building, vehicles, bills receivable, goodwill, investment, land. Then it is after land we will be doing with the different liabilities. They are loan, creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, outstanding wages. Then we have the capital part. See, capital, investment in cash, investment of stock is capital, investment of asset. That means whatever the owner invests, if the owner has invested cash, that is capital. Owner has invested stock, that is capital. Owner has invested assets from his personal sources to the business, that is also capital. If the owner draws something, that is reducing the capital, he draws cash out of the business, he draws stock out of the business, he has taken away any asset out of the business. They are all coming capital, but they reduce capital. Reserves is a part of profit which is reinvested in the business. That is also a part of capital only. Then revenue, that is nothing but income. There are different type of income. Some indirect incomes are. Indirect means not directly related with the business. They are rent received, commission received, interest received, discount received, even dividend received. Sales is the direct income of any business. That is the main source of income, direct income. Sales, that is also revenue. And sales return is reducing the revenue because the owner, some of the buyers of ours is returning the goods. That is sales return. Then expenses, rent, commission, interest, discount allowed, wages, salary, purchase return will reduce. Now we all know rent means what, commission means what, interest means what, discount allowed. When we sell the goods and we want some less money, that is called discount allowed. Wages is given to the workers, salary is given to the office workers, purchase return. Then there is carriage, freight, then carriage and freight are nothing but charges, losses, rates, taxes, salaries, printing, stationery, lighting, postage, telegrams, telephone charges, then telegram charges, then legal charges, audit fees, insurance, bank charges, repairs, defalcation of money or cash, conveyance, charity, license fee, depreciation, advertisement, brokerage, export duty, packing, bad debts. These are all expenses. The list is inexhaustive still, I will say, because still some items might be there. Now we will do a sum to illustrate the accounting equation. Let's see the sum first. Let's see the sum. Now the sum, the first example on accounting equation. The sum is like this. Please take the screenshot and then I will show the solution of this sum on my whiteboard. Please see the sum.
Go.
Now we see that in this diagram we see that this format accounting equation, we have capital and liability in one side we have kept and asset in the other side we have kept. This is the debit part I have kept and this is our credit parts. The first adjustment, if you have noticed, was started business with cash. So started business with cash, my capital has increased. When we start the business with cash, our capital increases. So we write 20,000 in the capital, and as it is with cash, that's why cash also has increased by 20,000. Now next one, see in this equation, this 20,000 in the left hand side is equal to the 20,000 in the left hand side is equal to the 20,000 in the Now we will be seeing example number 2. This is the sum. Please take the screenshot and I will do the sum on the whiteboard. Thank you. First transaction, started business. Started business with stock in this business. Stock. When we start business with stock of 12,000, our capital increases. So see, first transaction, capital increase and our stock value has increased. Stock value has increased by 12,000. This is our first transaction, started business with stock. Next is introduced 10,000 by selling personal computer. That means you have introduced some old personal computer of yours. You have sold it in the market from personal sources. You got the money. That money you are investing in the business. So again, that is your capital has increased by that 10,000. Your capital increased. It is simply nothing but capital invested. Now we will be seeing the second transaction, which is cash invested in the business by selling personal computers. That personal computer, when we have sold, we have got 10,000 that we have invested in the business, means our capital has increased and cash has increased in the business. So cash has increased in the business by 10,000. Our first equation was 12,000. Second equation is showing that it is 10,000 in the cash, 12,000 in the stock, that is 22,000, and this side also 22,000. Again, accounting equation matched. Now the third is saying he purchased furniture 10,000 for business use. He purchased furniture, nothing mentioned that he has purchased in cash or in credit. Means it is in cash. No name, nothing, so it is always in cash. Purchased furniture of 10,000. See, one cash reduced and one asset again increased, that is furniture has increased in the business. Furniture increased by 10,000. Our accounting equation remains same. 12,000 over here, nothing over here, and 10,000 furniture. So our accounting equation is saying that 22,000 that side and 22,000 this side. Accounting equation same. Number 4, it is saying he sold goods 5,000. Cost price of the goods was 6,000. So he sold goods. This was furniture purchased. Furniture purchase was the last one. And now he sold goods. Sold goods in cash. Our cash has increased by 5,000. But the goods were valued 6,000. So there is a loss, student. My stock has reduced by 6,000. There is a loss. The loss is 1,000. So 1,000 our loss that we are reducing from the capital. We always say that loss, profit will be dealing with capital only. So our next accounting equation is 10,000, 5,000, that is 15,000 and 6,000. 21,000 this side and 21,000 this side. Next accounting equation number 5. Purchased goods 9,000 and issued a check for the same. Purchased goods 9,000. So when we purchase goods 9,000, that means our stock has increased by 9,000. So what we have done? We have purchased goods. Purchased goods of 9,000. Our stock has increased by 9,000. This purchased goods and we have paid it through bank balance. We do not have bank balance. But it is written over here that we have paid it through bank balance. So we have to create a bank liability that will be called bank overdraft. We have got negative balance in the bank. Bank overdraft. We have withdrawn more bank. Business is liable to return this money to the bank. That's why it's becoming a liability. We have purchased goods and we have paid through bank balance. Our bank overdraft increased, liability increased, and we purchased goods, so our stock increased. Our accounting equation again remains same. This side 10,000 over here, 5,000, 15,000 and 15,000. That is 30,000 in the asset side and 21,000 in the capital, 9,000 in the liability. Bank overdraft, that is 30, again matched. That was purchased goods on and paid through check. Next is issued check got dishonored due to lack of funds. The check got dishonored. That entry we are not taking. Next item we are saying issued check we are not taking. There was an Issued check, achha, we will take that also. The check got dishonored, means this bank overdraft is no more required. But creditors have increased. We will be paying him later on. So our creditors have increased. This has affected both the liability side. So our accounting equation again remains same. This side unaffected 15,000, 5,000. This cash, furniture 10,000. These are all unaffected. And this side is 21,000 capital unaffected. This becomes 0 and this becomes 9,000. So again see 30,000, 30,000. This was check dishonored. Next item we have the number 7th one, and that is there was an accrued income of 200. Income accrued, that means income receivable. Accrued, students, it means receivable. Receivable is an asset. Income receivable. So it is accrued income. It's an asset. Accrued income. By 200, our asset has increased by 200 accrued income. And as is the income, it will increase our capital. So increase our capital. So our next accounting equation will also again remain same. 200 this side increased and 10,000 already this furniture was there. 5,000 cash and stock is 15,000. This side our creditors remain 9,000. This is not there. 21,200 is our capital. So see our accounting equation again 30,200 remains same. And the last transaction, drew stock for personal use 500. When we draw stock for personal use 500, it is like this. Drawings of stock. You have drawn stock now, not cash. How much you have drawn? 500 rupees stock you have drawn. 500 your stock will reduce and your drawings will reduce the capital by 500. Again the accounting equation remains same, students. If you see 21, it will become 20,700 and this is 9,000. This is 15,500. This 5,000 of cash remains. Furniture 10,000 remains and 200 accrued income remains. So this is our example number 2. This is our last example. Please take the screenshot. It's about a furniture dealer. He is dealing in furniture and this is the sum. There are 9 transactions in this sum. We will be doing slowly each and every transaction on the whiteboard. I will show the accounting equation. Have patience. This is the last sum, students. A furniture dealer started business with bank balance 20,000. Bank balance 20,000. He has started business. He has also introduced some more furniture from his personal sources to the business. So furniture increased and over here 22,000 it became. Clear? 22,000. So see 22,000, 22,000, first equation over. Second transaction is we purchased furniture on credit. So 2,000 furniture purchased and 2,000 creditors increased because you have purchased the furniture on credit. Our accounting equation again became 22,000 plus 2,000 plus this 20,000 plus this 4,000. So 24,000 both the sides again. Then the third transaction is rent received. As rent received, your capital will increase and your cash will increase by 200. Rent received. This is our accounting equation number 3. Now we will be doing our accounting equation number 4. So this is C. It is 24,200 this side and 24,200 this side. 22,200 plus 2,000. Now number 4. Number 4 is sold furniture rupees 5,000. Cost price 2,000 on credit to Ram. Furniture sold. Furniture was his stock only. You can write stock in it. Furniture sold. Furniture sold. We sold the furniture in 5,000. So your cash has increased in the business by 5,000. The cost of the furniture was 2,000. So your furniture is reduced by 2,000. Furniture reduced by 2,000. And as a profit, 3,000 rupees profit. Cost of the furniture was 2,000. And he has purchased the furniture in 2,000 and he is selling it in 5,000. So profit is nothing but selling minus cost price, that is 3,000. 3,000 we are showing in the capital, the profit part. Our accounting equation now becomes what? 25,000 capital, 2,000 in creditors, that is 27,000 in the liability side, 20,000 over here, 2,000 furniture and So students, see, in this transaction furniture is sold with 3,000, with 5,000. So we have got our cash balance 5,000. The furniture's cost price was 2,000. We reduced our furniture by 2,000. So our furniture balance left is 2,000. This is 5,200 the cash balance. This 20,000 is your bank balance. And that furniture you have made profit of 3,000. You see, 5,000 minus 2,000. 3,000 is the profit. 3,000 profit we have recorded in the capital, and we got 25,200. 2,000, that means 27,200 in the liability side and 27,200 in the asset side. Now we will be doing number 5. Received from debtor Ram rupees 4,800 in full settlement. Now when it comes debtor, acha. See students, I have made a mistake. See students, in the 4th number I made a mistake. If you see the sum, it is written that you have purchased you have sold the furniture on credit. I have made it in cash. So there is a mistake. Because of this mistake, I will not get marks for this point. But what mistake? It's a very silly mistake, very minor mistake. It will be one more asset called debtors have increased. Ram was my debtor. So instead of cash, my debtor has increased by 5,000. So my cash balance will remain 200. But this will become 5,000. My accounting equation still coming same. Notice that. My accounting equation still coming same. But only the items which I have changed from 5,000 from here, I have written it over there. Now we are seeing the next transaction, which is stating received from debtor Ram 4,800 in full settlement. This debtor is making a payment to us. He is giving us 4,800 in full settlement. That means my debtor is no more remain. He is settling the things. 5,000 rupees he is settling, but giving us how much? Only 4,800. That means my cash balance has increased by 4,800. Now this 200 is my loss. 5,000 rupees things he is giving me 4,800, and I am also agreeing. That is called discount allowed. Discount allowed is my expense or loss. That will be reduced from this part, from capital. So this is nothing but received from debtor. Received from debtor 4,800 in full settlement of 5,000. 200 is the loss. So my next accounting equation becomes 25,000 over here, 2,000 in the creditors balance remaining same, and this side 20,000 over here, your bank balance, 2,000 your furniture that remains, 5,000 my cash in hand becomes, and there is no more debtors left. Next item is number 6. There was a pre-received commission of 200. Commission pre-received. You have received commission not belonging to this year, but for next year. So it is pre-received commission. So when you have pre-received the commission, that is 200 rupees, what we will do over here? Commission pre-received. Commission pre-received means you have received excess commission, you have received extra commission, your cash balance has increased by that 200. And commission pre-received then needs to be added with your pre-received commission is your asset. So that will again increase one of my again new asset called pre-received commission. Pre-received commission. Pre-received commission. Sorry, my dear students. Pre-received commission is a liability. You may have to return it back. That's why pre-received commission is coming under liability. Pre-received commission, that is 200. Notice again my accounting equation. It is again coming the same thing. 25,000 in the capital, 2,000 in my creditors, and 200 a new thing has added, that is pre-received commission. This side is 20,000, 2,000 the furniture, 5,200 cash in hand, and nothing over here. This is my pre-received commission. After that the equation stands over here. Next is A drew a part of his furniture for personal use, it is 500. Now it's a simple drawings, my dear students. Furniture he has drawn from the business. We will reduce 500 from the furniture. and you will reduce 500 from capital because it's a drawing. So your next capital becomes 24,500, 2,000 remains same, 200 over here, 20,000 is your bank balance, your furniture remains cash with you is 1,500 and 5,200. So it's coming again, see, 21,500, 26,700. This side also 26,700. That was furniture drawn, furniture withdrawn from the business. Furniture withdrawn from the business. Now we will be doing the next one. What is the next one? Next one is received advance from a customer, rupees 5,000. We are receiving in advance. Advance money received. Advance money received from a customer. RECEIVED. Advance money received from a customer will increase my cash in hand first. 5,000 we have received in advance. So that received in advance of 5,000, my cash balance has increased, and my liability advance received will increase. Advance received will increase 5,000 over here. If I will be doing this adjustment, it will look like this: 24,500 in your capital, 2,000 in your creditors again, 200 as a pre-received income, pre-received commission, 5,000 is your advance received from the customer, 20,000 we received 5,000 and 5,000 we have recorded in the cash balance. Now we are adding this part. We got that this is same as this. That means over here also it is, the total is same, and there also total is same. Now the last one, investment, the last transaction. Investment, business has done investment. When business does investment, it has reduced its cash by 2,000. Cash is reduced by 2,000. Our cash balance is reduced by 2,000. Next cash balance become 8,200. And that investment has increased. That means our asset has also increased. Investment 2,000 increased. Now I will be adding the last equation. Let's see our accounting equation is coming same or not. 24,500 our capital, 2,000 creditors, 200 is our pre-received income, and 5,000 advance received. If I will add this all, it is coming to 31,700. Let's see asset side is also 31,700 or not. 20,000 your bank balance, 1,500 furniture, 8,200 is the cash, and investment 2,000. Debtors is no more there. So 2 plus 8, 10,200. 10,700, 11,700 plus 20,000 is 31,700. So it is same. So we see that accounting equation always our debit aspect is equal to credit aspect, and because of that our capital is equal to capital plus liability is equal to asset. Now one more thing, students, remember that formula which I was writing, which I have written at the very beginning. That formula again I am showing you, and that is capital plus liability is equal to asset. And one more time I am writing this: capital plus revenue minus, revenue includes your profit, minus expenses, expenses includes your losses, is equal to assets, all sorts of assets. And this is also the same accounting equation. Thank you, students. Hope this will clarify your doubts. Still, if you are having doubts, please write me on the comment and like the video, subscribe it, so that I will be encouraged to do more number of videos. Thank you, students.